I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take all poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers.
Here we go! 50, plant, 56. Come on, go!
Minshew, 1st and 10. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
First down, Miami.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
90, Wolf. Watch the pass move. 56.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Hey, stand up. Pilot, 60, let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Look, squeeze. Go. 51 to Mike.
On first and goal, Howard. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Howard all alone in the backfield on second and goal. They get it to him running left. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
Alert 3. Check. Lucky. Hatch it. Kill.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Try to punch it in with Howard, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. So on 4th and goal, Howard unable to get there. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 11.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Here we go. 180!
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
52 right here. 52. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
We got this. First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear it. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
21. Here we go. Hey, high 7.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he slings one that's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Garoppolo now. Well, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball is intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Hey, team 6.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And an alley to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Minshew. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, lock it. Hey, echo.
On 3rd down, Miller And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And look at this, it's a fake. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 180! Clock! Clock! Clock!
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
54 in your face.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
52.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the safety. Use off horses. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Come on, set. 90 wolf. Hey, rock it, rock it. Fight.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Minshew nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
On the ready.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And he's going to go down again. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Badgley's kick is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little.
And the pressure gets to him again. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter, because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Now Brown. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check 4. Kill. Check. Cross. X3. 218. Chop. Watch twist.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. He's got the hook up to Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
I don't think you got it, son.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
60 outlaw. Recon. 152 fighter.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They come out here in the I.
61, matchbox flight. Here we go. Get it.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. Oh, heck of a move. Man. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Wait, AD! Block!
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. At his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best, and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense, let's go.
21, here we go.
Garoppolo on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. They could get it done. Well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180!
Third and short, McKinnon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Garoppolo looks to throw. Catch is made by Hurd. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Howard.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. That's caught by Howard. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Leo! Shoot!
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, now this pass brought in by Brown. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
A first down carry now for Miller. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Shoot!
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Christian Travis. Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for San Francisco, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get a